I have always believed in Hamid's innocence, and I am happy that he is no longer in prison. However, I do not believe that he went to prison because of any ineffective assistance that I provided him. When I represented Hamid at trial, the political climate was very, very different. The witnesses who came forward 12 years after his conviction would have never testified at his trial. Nobody wanted to help a man who had confessed to terrorism-related charges in a videotaped confession, who had told an informant that he would attend a terrorist training camp before he left for Pakistan, who kept a scrapbook of anti-American articles, and whose own father made statements against his interest in a videotaped confession. Hamid didn't even speak English when I represented him, and he provided very little facts or information to me in his own defense. With all of those red flags, I stepped up because Hamid wanted me to represent him. The Muslim community leaders wanted me to do it. I was one of the very few who was brave enough to step up and help Hamid. I worked long and hard and relied heavily on the experience of a very seasoned attorney named Johnny Griffin in most of the strategic decisions that were made at the trial. Johnny represented Hamid's father, and the two trials were joint for the most part, so we worked together in a joint defense. It should have ended up being a hung jury because, as we later learned, there was a serious jury misconduct issue, and one juror was pressured to change her vote. During the trial, I was praised for my zealous and strong advocacy in many articles that were written about me. If the ineffective assistance of counsel claim was so strong, why did it take 12 years for the appellate lawyers to make the claim? Did they provide Hamid with ineffective assistance of appellate counsel by waiting so long? What they did was they took advantage of the right timing. They got in front of the right judge, and they found witnesses who were finally brave enough to come forward, and they filed their motion. The political climate had changed, and it ended up working in Hamid's favor. At the end of the day, I fell on my sword for Hamid so he can enjoy the freedom that he deserves. And because he is out of prison, enjoying that freedom, I am happy to live with the reality that I fell on my sword for him for the rest of my life.